So 16 divided by 8 gives us 2. 24 divided by 8 gives us 3. Hello guys, this is Uncle DJ from Mathematical Series for Junior and Senior Secondary. Today we are going to be learning how to simplify fractions. If today is your first time on this channel, you're welcome. Remember in the last class, I gave you some couple of home tasks in which we are supposed to arrange fractions in order. These are the answers to those home tasks. The very first question, this is the final answer. The second answer, this is the final answer to the second question. So now let's get back to the topic of today, simplifying fractions to lowest term. Simplifying fractions simply means reducing a fraction to the simplest form for easy computation. To simplify fractions, you divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number, or a factor that is common to both the numerator and the denominator. If they both have no common factor, then the fraction is in its lowest term. For example, 16 over 24. You can see that 16 over 24 have a common factor between them. We have 8. 8 is a common factor both 16 and 24. So what do? We divide the numerator by 8 and we divide the denominator too by 8. So 16 divided by 8 gives us 2. 24 divided by 8 gives us 3. Now, do we have a common factor between 2 and 3? No, there's none. So that means this is the lowest form of this fraction. So now let's work some couple of examples to get it clearer. Simplify and reduce the following fractions to the lowest term. 35 divided by 70. To simplify this, what you have to do is, what is the common factor between 35 and 70? 5. 5 is the common factor between 35 and 70. So now let's divide 35 divided by 5 and 70 divided by 5. 35 divided by 5 gives us what? What do we multiply by 5 to give us 35? That is 7. You write 7 here. Then what do you multiply by 5 to give us 70? That's 14. That's how we got this. So 17 over 14. Do we have any common factor between 7 and 14? Yes, we still have. 7 is a common factor between 7 and 14. So we divide 7 by 7. What do we have? 7 over 7 is what? 1. 14 divided by 7 is what? 2. So we have 1 all over 2. Do we have any common factor again? No. So that means the final lowest form of this fraction is 1 all over 2. That's our final answer. We go to the next question. 40 over 70. Do we have a common factor between 40 and 70? First of all, anytime you see a fraction that ends, both ends, you see the numerator ending in 0, the denominator ending in 0, you need to cancel the zeros out. Okay, how many zeros do we have at the top? 1. 1 trailing 0. 72 has 1 trailing 0. So what I mean by trailing is ending 0, ending. 40 ends with 0, 70 ends with 0. So you cancel out those zeros. Pam, pam. Now that you've cancelled those things out, it remains 4 all over 7. Do we have any common factor between 4 and 7? None. So this is the final reduced fraction of this fraction. So the lowest term is 4 over 7. Now let's go to the next question. 30 over 90. You can see 30 has an ending 0. 90 also has an ending 0. So what do? We cancel the zeros out. So it becomes 3 all over 9. So 3 all over 9. Do we have any common factor between 3 and 9? Yes, we do. 3. So we divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is what? 3. So we have 1 all over 3. Now, do we have any common factor between 1 and 3? There is none. So this is the lowest fraction that we can get from this fraction. So 1 all over 3 is the lowest term or lowest fraction. So that's 1 over 3. Now that we have done a couple of exercises, now try to do this as your home task. 36 over 60 and 40 over 100. Now, when you have solved the home task, write your answers in the comment section. I will check it out. The next video lesson we are going to be working on is adding and subtraction of fractions. In that particular video lesson, I'm going to be showing you the answers to this home task. Then before we start that lesson, Hope this lesson was helpful. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day. See you in the next lesson.